You had wanted this to feel so different. Your first time off the mainland. Ever. Yes, the speedy ship ride had been a sight to behold. Powerful mages from the Devenian army, the Violet Legion, commanding the air and water to hasten the journey beyond anything you had ever thought to be possible. It had been a nice, though obviously a bit scary, getaway from the city off to lands unknown. Away from everything. Able to breathe the fresh ocean air and stand out on deck without fear of being recognized or bothered, except by the company you wanted, of course. And meeting Eldon and Kai, though unplanned, was also nice. To not feel alone or feel like any moment would come with a betrayal. You were out on the open water and there was nothing that could reach you there. But something about being back on land changed that. Perhaps it had been the knowledge that you were in a constant state of movement as you traversed the unresting sea and then the green tides. Now you were back on dry land, a very small patch of dry land as compared to your home. And it felt unsettling. The suns had not yet risen over the horizon when you woke up on the 2nd of Glee and left a note, out gathering, don't wait up, for Kai and Eldon. The first floor of the Patient Fae was quiet and empty, but there were bananas, mangoes, and handheld fruits available, which you grabbed as you headed out. The literally creeping vines taught you that heading out into the jungle itself was not a smart move, but there was plenty of interesting flora to be found along the edges of Joy Run and the village itself. So you and Nyx headed out across the village and began gathering. I am going to have you roll survival, nature, whichever one you'd like to see what you're able to find.
Nature.
Okay.
And which one?
Aha.
Yeah, I'm ready. That's a 6 plus 3, so 9.
9.
I'm not the only one who has to look at you for simple math anymore.
That's why he's sitting over there between both of you.
It's not my
That's
strength.
usually me. It's like 10 plus 4 and
Is 4.
3.
All right. I'm going to have you roll me a d6. As you're out along the edges of Balstead.
It's a 1.
It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad.
It's fine.
It's you're just most likely picking from a table of things that will attack you.
But don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Biggest one.
Yeah, so as you are kind of walking along the perimeter of the village, seeing all the flowers everywhere, it was early in the morning, so there were some people out and about, but not as busy. You do see the Valiant, you do see the Cassian Guard. Very, very different from the army back in your homeland. These folks, and maybe it's because it's the island, they are just casual, like there's nothing really to see here. So you see Amaret, the female guard who was with your caravan. Interestingly, you see her early in the morning. She is chatting with someone, and when they turn around, it looks exactly like her. And you realize, like, oh, it's her sister. Like, they are clearly twins. And you see the sister go into the Patient Fae early in the morning there as Amaret sets off. Another interesting thing, you do know that just in the land of Eleothis, twins are very special. In part, there are religions that believe that pairs of things are just incredibly holy in some way, mostly because of the woven suns, because the suns are literally woven together. You can't look up at them really, but they're said to be woven together, always together. Then there's the twins, Phelan and Isvian, who share the moon that has the swirling purple and blue patterns, and there are just a lot of folks out there that think 2 is just a very special number. So twins are fairly rare, and people just kind of, not that they're wholly in and of themselves, but people pay attention. So just an interesting thing. A couple of twins here. But as you are gathering around, Nick's like by your feet, helping you around, you are able to find these callan trees that are up on the edges of the village. And you know that these have these dark nuts that are growing from the trees. And you know that when the husk is dried and grounded and ingested, it thins the blood and it strengthens the internal organs that helps to help your heart. So I'm going to have you roll 4d8 to see how many.
Aha, I'm learning.
Do you want 2 more? 3 more?
Sure.
I'm the only one here thinking. Episode 6. These nuts.
I was thinking if I didn't say it. Thank you for saying it. Thank you. I didn't want to be the one. But seriously, I was like, these nuts. All right. 2 3s, a 2, and an 8.
Nice. So 16.
Yes.
All right, so you are able to gather 16 callan
Of these
nuts.
nuts.
Of
16 of these
These
nuts.
nuts.
CALLIN. So if taken regularly, it can help prevent heart attacks. It is also addictive, though.
These
And
nuts are
it
addictive, but
cause
good for your
That's
health.
addictive aspect.
nausea, dizziness,
Forbidden aspirin.
and can cause your heart to kind of speed up. So if you write that down, we can kind of figure out how perhaps that could be used. You have an herbalism kit? Are you proficient in herbalism?
I believe so.
She's gonna turn them into like suppositories for us.
shit.
Here, take this. Like, no,
Really
you don't need it.
It's actually ingested.
It'll get you turned.
Nope, I'm sorry. One more.
So,
What the hell was it when people were putting drugs up their ass to get high
Yes.
a while ago?
I do, yes.
I didn't
They
know
had
that
a
was a thing
name
a while
for it,
ago.
but I can't
Yeah.
remember what the hell it was.
so you do have
Yes.
that. Okay. All right. So yeah,
I'm gonna
you
remember,
do
like,
know that
randomly.
I was
these
like,
Three
could
hours from
potentially be good for something later.
Butt chugging?
I have
You
no
also
idea. I didn't know that was a thing at all.
What was it?
find
What'd you say?
butt chugging apparently.
All right, well, she said butt chugging.
That is
I
what
I
it
did
was.
hear
Is it? Like, no, I heard it too, but I was
didn't
figuring
wanna,
she's
like,
gonna
yell
go
at
on with
us.
the.
It was butt chugging. You remember butt chugging?
Well, is that the episode title?
I don't know, but that's going up on the board.
That's butt chugging, yep.
It has to be with end it with the end though. You,
I was
take
gonna-
the G,
Chugging.
take the G
You
off. It has to
can't-
be butt chugging.
I was gonna ask you guys to
You
give
can't-
me episode titles, and
No,
then I
we
decided
can't. You
that's not
can't
going to
force
happen.
the episode.
We're
I'm
never
not
going to be
asking.
appropriate.
I was gonna go in the
Nope.
Discord and ask your opinions,
Nope,
and I was
don't
like,
do
you know
it.
what? No, I'm not doing that.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna own this.
These
decision
nuts and
every
butt
week.
chugging are crime names.
Do you
So
remember what
far.
happened the last time you asked us
I
to name
did.
the
I
group?
do. I
When we
do.
named
Are we not
the
going to be
group?
able to name our
No,
No,
friend
you
group?
can't.
absolutely not.
I
No.
think there's gonna be an overrule because we were on the same page.
It was the three of us against you and the other three last time. So we
Right, you
we
were
I
against
feel
the bums.
like.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't
How are you like in shock about this?
I would have preferred a more serious name, but then once it did fit the group eventually.
It did. No, it was fine.
And I have a gift coming up that involves the bums.
This time,
Anyways.
you will not be the bums. The bums of
We will
Yamari.
not be the bums. We will
Well,
not
that's
be the
what I was
bums.
like-
We will not be the feet.
It's like the junk
and we
fuckers.
sure as shit will not be these nuts.
No. Anyway, so you feel really good about these nuts and put them in your pack. Continuing along, you just kind of watching the people throughout the day. I'll have you do another roll me a d6 as you are walking along the edges of the
Correct.
village.
4.
Okay. At a certain point, about midway into the morning, you are able to find a cloth bag. You kind of like see this bag that looks like a little bit dirty. It's been hidden underneath some brush for a little bit, and when you open it, you find inside 3 darts. They are rusty, so maybe a little bit more on the brittle side, but you now have 3 darts in a cloth bag,
Nice.
which
Tetanus.
potentially you could.
Poison
If
damage.
you don't kill them outright, they might get lockjaw later.
They won't be able to ingest these nuts.
I was gonna say these
Let's
nuts
see, Rusty
darts.
Ducks and
Yep.
butt chugging. It sounds like
chugging
the
a
world's
dart.
worst band.
I'm gonna have you roll another
That's what I would call my
nature
album.
or survival check as you continue to gather
And that is a
a d20 plus your modifier.
Rusty Darts, though, does sound like a tavern name.
Does
Rusty
the rusty dart.
Rusty Darts. And the guy's name would be
Shit.
Rusty.
Okay.
You know.
I always hit
What was that? A 6?
6.
Big signs. There's no
Sure,
butt chugging.
modifiers, so 9.
9 again. All right. Roll another d6.
5.
Okay. So continuing along, watching people, but also paying more attention to the flowers and the trees around you. You find an ulmus tree, kind of elm tree, tropical, and you know from your knowledge of all of the plant life, you kind of take your knife and start peeling off some of the bark. I'm gonna have you roll 2d6. You know that when a creature drinks the infusion of this bark, at the beginning of their next turn, they will regain hit points. So this bark you can use to make a drink, basically. It's not quite a healing potion, but it will help. It will help to heal them, and it only works once per short rest.
5.
She's coming back to the group. Hey guys, I found these nuts, some darts, and a cocktail mixer.
5 and 5.
Okay, so you get 10 handfuls of the bark.
She's being so responsible while we're just out getting hammered.
Technically,
That's not
it's
till
still
later.
the daytime.
She comes- yeah.
She's in the day right now.
Right now,
No
we
bookshop.
are running the worst executed plan con thing in the world. That ends up costing us money. Yeah, it was.
I didn't have that much money to begin with.
And as you are gathering that, you also find a 2-headed silver piece, which you pick this up and it glints a little bit in light. You kind of clean it off, and when you flip it over, you see that it's two-headed. So it's like, this is a trickster's coin. Huh.
I like how she's out there metal detecting, but like with druid powers instead of like a metal detector.
Yeah. Now I just imagine her going around going with her hand going beep, beep.
Beep, beep, beep. And
She's like a retired Floridian.
we'll say a couple of hours go by. I'm gonna have you do one more roll. So you're just kind of not paying much attention to all the goings on.
D20.
Yep.
3.
A 3. All right. Plus
Which modifier?
nature,
Nature again?
or survival, whichever one.
I think my
How
sur-
far out in the woods?
They're both 3,
was she?
so
She's not far out. She's along the edge of
So
the
she's not-
village.
she's not up. Okay.
No.
3. 3 modifiers. So
So 6. All right. Roll me another d6.
5.
Okay. So along the. Nope, we're gonna go with this one. Because that one is the -5. You find a small plant with this large glossy leaf, and then these small little white flowers that have like little 4 petals on them. And you know that this is called a colewort flower. And anyone who chews on the flowers before drinking will remain sober for the entire evening.
That's why she didn't get smashed.
The effects protect only against alcohol, not against any other kinds of poison. I'm gonna have you roll 3d4.
4.
Thank you. If you want 'em.
This one. Which one is it? This one? This one.
Yep, that one.
Okay. Just make sure I was right. I don't know what that lands on. 3, and 7? No, 1.
So 11. Right?
No,
Is that right?
7.
3, 3.
7.
Oh, okay.
7, yeah.
So you get 7 of the flowers and just kind of put them in a little pouch. And again, COLEWORT.
Perfect.
And these you're like fairly excited about. Like they don't really grow out in Devenia, like, or at least not in the area of Devenia that you have been in. You know about them mostly from your friends, your friend who told you about them.
Yes.
So it's a nice little flashback, a little like, oh, you pick the flowers and think of her. And you almost kind of get lost in a moment as you're looking at these flowers, and then you hear Kethra.
Yes.
You kind of turn around, look behind you, and you see a face that takes a moment to click. And it's less about the face and more about like the familiar body language, the dress. It's Felicia, a baker from your village.
Oof.
And they're standing along the side of the road, about 20 feet away from you. And when you turn, you see a little smile on their face as you reacted to your name being called. And you kind of like quickly scan to look and see your long joy run at this point, but like behind the tents. You see people are walking. No one's really paying all that much attention. You're not far enough away that no one can see you. You're close enough, yelling distance of any kind of help. You see the Valiant walking. So there's a moment of just like, and then you see Felicia's hands go up and they say, I knew it was you.
Oh, shit.
I'm not here to harm you. Rakus forgives you.
Should I be kind or should I say what I really think?
Do what your character would do.
My character would tell her to fuck off. That's exactly what my character would tell her to do. Yeah, pretty much. I'm not exactly happy to see you.
It's okay. You should feel honored. After all these years, he forgives you and wants you to come home.
Interesting. I have no interest in coming home.
Are you sure?
I could not be more sure.
I understand. You're in a wonderful place. And the festival is about to begin. I wouldn't want to leave now either.
You're making me want to leave now. I never wanted to see any of you again.
She takes a step forward.
Kethra
Still-
steps back.
Hands up.
Kethra steps back. And puts space between me and Felicia. What brings you here?
Well, you.
Oh, so the bastard's still looking for me, huh?
Rakus is still looking for you. He forgives you. He wants you to come home. No one else has been given this level of courtesy.
Please pass on it with all due disrespect. I have absolutely no interest of going home. whether he's forgiven me or not. I wish he would forget about me.
No one can forget about you, Kethra. I've been sent to retrieve you. But I also understand this is a beautiful festival. Look at all of the flowers, the joy.
I'd be much more joyous if I never ran into you, but yes, it is a beautiful festival, but you will not be retrieving me. I will not be going home.
I think you should think about it. And on the third day, when the festival is done, I'll come to get you.
And I won't be going. But I'll be ready for you in a different way.
It doesn't have to be this way.
But it does. I refuse to go home to him.
She puts her hands down. I'll see you when the festival is done. And we'll go home together. Rakis will forgive you and reward me, as we have all been out searching for you all this time.
The best reward Rakis will get is if you continue, I will send your head back home to him. I'm not going home.
Enjoy the festival, Kethra.
I look forward to meeting you again.
She's just, the smile stayed on her face the whole time. And then
I can't wait to wipe the smile off your face.
Ketra's a bit of a bitch, sorry.
She just kind of smiles, and then you see her turn and walk off.
For some
towards the
reason, when
village.
she said it, it doesn't have to be this way. And he said, but it does. I heard a gun clock in my head. I literally heard like the. I was like, oh no, Ketra's gonna fuck this person up so bad. That was some gangster shit to say. Oh, but it does.
Now we know Kethra's running from the Church of Scientology.
Pretty much, yeah.
The next boss we fight is going to be Tom Cruise.
He's like, hey, it's me, Tom Cruise.
Who's a halfling? It is Thomas Cruise.
He's a halfling.
A halfling, I love it.
So, when Felicia walks away, Nyx just comes over and does that, kitty cat rolling between your legs, kind of the infinity symbol back and forth, feeling your tense feelings of lots of different feelings, actually. And you just kind of watch her walk off casually. She doesn't turn around or look back, just confidently enjoying the Joy Festival. Well, it will start tomorrow in earnest, but just kind of looking around. And really, you don't necessarily blame her either, because no one ever left your village. So,
No one leaves,
it's
so
a little vacation.
well, vacation must be nice for someone who never leaves.
But that interaction sort of ruins your mood. You know she's here now.
Yes.
And so you continue for the rest of the day, just kind of casually looking at things, looking around, not so much harvesting. At one point you do, though, find on the edge of Joy Run, kind of near the end, you kind of walk back and forth up and down Joy Run a few times, and on one of your rounds you find a large conch seashell that's just kind of sitting on the side of the road, and it's beautiful. It's just kind of there, and while yes, this is an island and the water's out there somewhere, you're not really close to it, so just this like beautiful coral, pink and white, just a large seashell that you now have if you want.
Yes.
The CH is silent. It's conch.
Whatever.
Disadvantage on all saving.
She made the island.
You're right.
It's also
It's
not
a conch.
It doesn't have to be but it's a new creature.
It's a distant cousin.
And eventually you, at the end of the day, meet up with the rest of your pals. You see them in the center of the Valstead town square, closer to the end of the day, and you all decide, we're gonna go get smashed. Why not? Let's go party with the festival hands. Do you take any of that flour?
Oh God.
So that makes perfect sense.
So she was just pretending at first. That's
She
why
Nah,
she
I
ran
think-
out of
and
orange.
drinks
I think
and
at first she was like,
drinks.
oh, this is fun. And you're like, oh, flour.
Oh, nice. That's the rally. That's the
Rally.
rally.
And then you sleep, you wake up, you all meet again in the, let me find my music. You all meet again in the town square. As the crowd is gathering, people have been up for a while. And you are just waking up at about 11 o'clock or so when things are getting started. It's island time, like the festival doesn't start at 8 a.m. Not on the first day, then it just doesn't stop. But as you all gather at as close as you can get to the slab where Adrio begins to walk up, you see him, like, big smile. He looks at everyone. Millie is kind of down off to the side. She claps her hands to try to get people to quiet down. And he raises his arms, looks out among the folks, and says, "Dear friends and neighbors, today I am here to speak to you about the importance of joy and happiness in our lives, and the role that our god Yamari plays in this." And he gestures towards the huge mountain behind, he's facing towards it to the west. And you see some people turn and look up at the mountain. "As steward of this great village, it is my honor and privilege to speak on behalf of the Honorable Mayor Ophandris of Mosswick, to serve you and to help create a community that is thriving and full of life." And from the moment that the mayor or steward begins speaking, as you all are standing there, you see that the sky begins to darken and clouds roll over each other, and everyone starts to look up, almost like racing to kind of blot out the suns from the sky. People look up, they begin to murmur amongst each other. Some start seeking shelter right away. Adrio stops speaking and hesitates. He looks over at Millie. And then the skies just open up in this downpour of rain. And I should have had my music ready, but I did not.
Yeah, rain sound effects.
I do.
When somebody get the rain.
I got it.
Who's gonna be the rain?
Thunder.
Thunder. Boom.
And it is raining. The music stops, and then people start screaming, and you can hear everybody running off. What are you doing?
Rain?
It is like a torrential downpour. It was bright, sunny skies, and then just within a minute of him speaking, just the sun got blotted out, and now the rain has started coming down.
We are in Florida.
And it is dark. You don't hear any thunder, but just looking up, you see all of these folks. And what are you all doing?
Well, my makeup's gonna be running, so we gotta run to the nearest tent.
So you run.
Never thought I'd ever hear you.
You run to try to get some shelter from this rain. Everybody has the same idea, and it was packed. And as you're standing there, you see everyone's like, "This never happens. What is this?
Got water in my Bloody Mary.
This never happens. This is unusual. the start of the festival is like blessed by Yamari. So everybody's just kind of standing there, like watching as this rain pours down.
Is it like eclipse type of dark? Like unnatural dark, or just
just dark
severe
clouds.
thunderstorm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not even a thunderstorm. There's no thunder. It's just rain.
Is the rain just typical, just
Yep,
water?
Yep, regular old rain. Just a lot of it.
I love how like you're asking for it, but you're thinking, is anybody melting from this rain? Because
Exactly, that's our
this is- we've played this long enough to be like, do we trust this rain? Like that's how paranoid we've gotten. Is the rain killing anybody?
Yep. You hear Millie, Millie runs over to you, Ayla, more specifically. It's just like, this never happens. What is going on? Do you think it's a sign from Yamari?
I do not know. Maybe. This is the first I have seen of it.
This is not good. Not good at all. She's looking up at the clouds. Do you think it's cursed? This has got to be a sign of some kind.
It will pass.
You hear some other people kind of near you going like, it's cursed? Like this is a curse. You start to hear people whispering and stuff. It's like, no, it's not cursed. This is fine. Everything's fine. It's going to be a beautiful joy festival. Once the rain, this is the weather. It's just the weather. This is just the weather. And even as she's saying that, you start to see that the clouds are starting to kind of part, and the rain begins to just very slowly subside. It just starts to dwindle down.
You see, it begins to clear.
Yeah. All right, everyone. It's clearing up. And it just kind of stops.
Kai's gonna prestidigitation dry himself off now that the rain has stopped.
I don't know why I'm picturing Back to the Future 2 with the coat and...
You start to hear people coming back out from underneath all of the places that they found to get dry. And they are confused because folks that have been coming to this for many years are like, this has never happened. And you know that this has never happened before either. But it was quick. And it was done. So, within a minute, did you want to say something?
I was just gonna murmur to her, it's like, that was odd.
I'm gonna put my cloak on. I just put my hood over my head because I'm just nervous now.
Eldon is just kind of shaking his head, wondering why all these soft island people are worried about 3 minutes of hard rain. Everyone's freaking out, and he's just kind of like...
It's been 10 car accidents in the parking lot.
Yeah, it's like when North Carolina gets a quarter of an inch of snow.
Kethra just stand like a drowned rat. with drowned rat Nick's bitching in my bed.
Did you not go under the tent? Did you
No.
just sit there like...
It's like we didn't quite make it. We were kind of stuck outside, figures. It's alright. We'll dry off. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean it rained, but it's not cold. Like the clouds part, they go away. Like people watching, it's almost like they just kind of dissipate. They don't roll off into some distance somewhere. They just are no longer there. And then the suns are back, shining brightly.
It's a bit ominous.
On everyone. Adrio, a little bit drenched. He's trying to fix his hair, and Millie's like, get down here, and she's trying to fix it for him for a second, and then he gets back up on the slab, and again just kind of puts his hand out, and he goes, ha ha ha, a gift from Yamari to cool us down and help us remember that after the storm comes the light from the suns. And everyone's like, yay.
That was some good politician.
Good recovery.
As we all know, life can be difficult at times. It can be full of challenges and obstacles that can weigh us down and make us feel overwhelmed. That is why it is so important for us to find joy and happiness in the things that we do, and to surround ourselves with people who support and uplift us. And let us not forget the guidance and support that Yamari offers us in times of need. When we are happy and joyful, we are better able to handle the challenges that come our way. We are more resilient, more creative, more optimistic.
Thank you.
We are able to see the good in the world around us and appreciate the beauty and wonder that Yamari has created for us on this magnificent island. So, my friends, let us embrace joy and happiness in our lives. Let us celebrate the good times and support each other through the tough ones. And let us always remember to give thanks to Yamari for the blessings that she has bestowed upon us. Let us create a community that is full of laughter and smiles, and that is a place where we can all thrive and grow, with Yamari as our laughing rise. I would like to also take this opportunity to thank the representatives of Eporia and Aprana for giving Yamari a chance to tear down the walls with her philosophy of joy. May bridges be built between you in the coming days. And Eldon, you immediately would feel your body tense at the mention of Aprana. Aprana neighbors Eporia to the east, and it's been encroaching on Eporian territory for decades. They had taken the eastern tip of Eporian space about 10 years ago, and things have been very precarious since then. And it has not been unheard of for the keepers of the Vascan Mountains to have to protect Eporians from roving bandits that hopped over from the Apranan mainland, or even soldiers from Aprana that were a few steps beyond the neutral territory and creating problems. So there's just this moment of like, kind of almost looking around to see where they are.
I was gonna say, could I look around and see if I see anybody wearing anything that's resembling of
Yeah, make a
the
perception.
soldiers.
Make a perception check.
Oh, that's a 7. No, that's a 7 plus 3 for plus 3 for a 10.
10. I will say with a 10, you are able to see, kind of looking up you and over as much as you can. I mean, there's just so many different types of people and heights and everything, but you do catch a glimpse of the Euthris ambassador, or the Eporian ambassador Euthris, the big dragonborn. She's got lots of flair. You can see that her husband is next to her, and presumably her children are probably. So you can see her towering above. And then just like, you can't quite see, but knowing that they are here together in an attempt at some kind of diplomacy, you kind of catch a little glimpse of some folks beyond her.
Okay.
That possibly are very close as a symbol of bridging that gap.
I'll send you a message later asking about spelling and stuff.
So Adrio continues, we are going to kick off with our annual Snatch a Laugh Challenge. Everyone who should have received a colorful sash, and if you didn't, go ahead and see Millie over there, and you see Millie, she's like... The rules are simple. Just loosely hang your laugh sash over your belt, your arm, or elsewhere on your person. Your goal is not only to hold on to your own, but snatch as many sashes as you can. At the end of each day, we'll reconvene here at the slab to see who believes they have the most laughs, and the winner gets a prize. You see everyone's like, yay, and all the
So
kids.
is this throughout the day, or is this like...
Yeah,
oh,
throughout
okay.
the day. So...
I thought it was in like a field, like
Capture the flag.
no, not capture the. Yeah, capture the flag. Sorry,
I was thinking flag football.
That's a see. I was trying to. I was combining the two in my head.
As
So somebody could just come up behind you and just like.
Yep, you're gonna
like,
have to
yoink
pay
it.
attention.
Yeah, this thing that
Oh yeah, I
not
mean, I guess you
inspiration
can.
anymore, I suppose.
If you want, everyone, if you want to pass it around if you want to have a sash. You don't have to do the snatch a laugh, but you can. Up to you.
I'm too nervous after last night. I'm not doing it. I'm trying to keep a low profile.
Okay. So everyone, enjoy, have fun, and we will see you as
Guy is
the
also in a bad
festivities.
He's always in a bad mood.
We're too
He's
hungover for
perpetually
this.
in a bad mood.
He's got a level of exhaustion, so if you think he's pissy before, just wait.
Kethra says no thank you.
Right.
She does not want to
Two
bring any attention
people,
to
right?
herself. No.
I feel like Eldon, I love that. Fist bump.
Had enough
We got
attention.
I look
today,
over, I go,
Thank you.
So as you go to fist punch, she comes up with her tails.
What color is your sash?
blue.
Brown. I don't know. I just.
There's no brown sashes.
No
at the
brown
Joy
sashes.
Festival.
Tropical colors.
Yeah. The orange.
Okay.
Tropical
That is a
enough?
very- no, that is definitely tropical.
Is it tropical enough for you, DM?
Yes, it passes the test. All right.
Orange.
Thinking,
Clean brown. That's what orange is.
Yeah,
It's
just
clean
black-
brown.
yeah,
Orange,
It is
black, black
commonly
is
known.
orange is just brown is just dark orange.
So, the festival has begun. You all can, there is music, there is apple bobbing, you've got bottle throwing, you can catch a greased pig if you want, you can do a coin flip
That was
challenge, there's a dagger competition, a pie eating contest, you can spin the wheel to make some money, you can do the three-legged race, there's a stump chopping contest, a lavender iguana race, and a barrel run contest. In addition to, there are foods everywhere. There's a raffle that you can enter to see if you win at the end. You see, it's actually Adrio going around, and if you want to enter the raffle, the prize at the end of the festival is this silver and gold medallion that has it's very thin, but it has but it's like this big. Like, it's thin but very big and round, and it has this intricately designed rendition of Mount Yamari on it, and it says Joyfest 1419 on it, and it's worth about 50 gold. So it's an expensive piece.
How much is the raffle?
It's one silver piece to enter as many times as you want.
Eldon doesn't understand raffles, so he just kind of popped in a couple. He just
I come from the land of no raffles.
he just doesn't understand what a raffle is. He kind of.
How many tickets are you gonna get?
3.
All right, that's 3 silver. Okay. Anyone else entering?
Kyle, toss a gold.
All right.
Rich boy.
10 entries.
He's gonna see all that. He's gonna see the gold. And he's just gonna go. Oh.
I will do 4 silver.
Okay. 4 entries.
I'll do 1.
1. Adrio thanks you, of course. With the biggest smile, same big smile as the person who gave 10.
Ten silver is 1 gold. 10 copper is 1 silver. No, I was thinking that
Is he a jerk? I gotta call.
Okay.
She's doing a mural thing. It's like her first paid job for painting something.
Oh, nice.
She
Kethra
loves
will do 2.
2.
Right?
May Yamari smile upon you. Good luck. All right. So, there's also carriage rides to the hot springs. As you're walking through, you see a booth that's selling potions of thirst quenching, which is just water.
I was gonna say, like, is that Gatorade? Is the Gatorade booth?
And as you also see a fortune telling booth off to the side.
I know where he's going. Well, what would you like to do first? You have not, your first time here. Experience the joy.
Is there anything you recommend?
I suppose it depends on what you find joyous and what you're good at.
Reading.
Is there any reading
There are
competitions?
no reading competitions, but there is a three-legged race. There's also the lavender iguana racing, which is that you just bet on iguana that are racing instead.
Oh, I thought there were big iguanas that we could ride.
No, they're tiny.
You can ride a greased pig, though.
Yes, you can try to do the greased pig.
I have a high acrobatics, so. But I'm not great athletics, so I'm not sure.
You see, there are also little, like a stall off to the side that's selling all kinds of different jewelry. That it's like trinket jewelry that changes color depending on what color you want it to be. Just like very mildly enchanted stuff. So.
What is your skill? What game would you excel at?
I'm pretty handy with a bow.
Is there an archery competition?
There's a dagger throwing competition.
How about daggers? Can you throw a dagger?
I can certainly give it a shot.
Let's go.
Sounds
throw-
fun.
Let's go throw a dagger then, shall we?
All right. So you head over to the dagger competition. It's 5 copper for an attempt at throwing. And what you see is that there are all these hay bales that are set up at different lengths from the throwing line. And you're given 3 daggers. So the object is to throw the dagger at the hay bales until you miss. So each one has 2 ACs that are, I'm going to determine how close to the center you are to hit. And the lowest means that you're barely successful. The highest means that you hit the center and you get an additional dagger to use. So once you succeed, you go to the next hay bale, and then so on and so forth. So there are harder ACs after that point. So you are going to make a throwing attack.
The loser buys drinks.
You're on.
So each further hay bale has harder ACs, and once the hay bales are outside of 20 feet, you have disadvantage on the attack roll. Unlike a normal roll, you can spend your time lining up the shot and throw daggers further than that. So meaning like normally you can't throw past 60 feet, but because this is a game, you can go up to 150 feet. And
That is such a far throw for a knife.
all right.
You would have to legitimately lob that. Holy shit.
Okay, so Eldon steps up to the line, and
You said it was how many copper?
5 copper for 3 throws.
All right, so he'll toss the copper into the pot or the carny, whatever the is, you know.
And it's going to be either dexterity or strength.
So is it like a
It'll
straight
be-
roll, or is it like an attack?
It'll be a d20 plus your dexterity or your strength.
Okay, yep, my dexterity.
All right. So the first one at 10 feet.
It's an 11 plus 3 for 14.
Okay. So you line it up and easily just chuck it. It goes straight into the center, and you hear like, oh, you get another dagger.
Oh shit.
So you still have 3. Are you doing it as well?
Yeah.
Okay. You step up. Ayla steps up. You see people whispering as the one of the show folks.
21.
Oh shit. Did you just Robin Hood split?
Right through your fucking dagger.
You see people like, oh, wow.
She
Eldon's
turns.
also
Also
Isn't she amazing?
that Jack Nicholson film.
Nicely done, Ayla. Nicely done.
Is anyone else gonna do the dagger?
No, just watch it.
Okay. All right. The next one is 10 feet. I'm sorry, 10 feet further, so 20 feet.
It's after 60 feet. It's on the disadvantage.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that one's cocked. It's a 13 plus 3 for 16.
All right. A second dagger
Nope,
goes.
I'm sorry. That's 15. This dice, I gotta like color it with something because it's hot. It's hard to read because it's the same color. Yeah, it's 15 plus 3.
Okay. Still a success. Right in the center. You're just like, ding, right in the center. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Ayla, everyone claps. And everyone's now staring at Ayla.
Did I get another dagger for that one?
You did, yes. You're still 3.
20.
Nice.
Yeah, another one, just kind of almost like purposeful, like you hit that one and Eldon's dagger just goes like boom off the side. And everyone's just like, oh, kind of looking at the two of you. Like,
Good. Your performance arts don't stop with just dancing, do they?
All part of the same skill set.
all right, the next one's 30 feet.
Do we go until we miss or until we run out of daggers?
Until you run out of daggers, yeah.
Alright, so 30 feet.
This is a 14 to 16.
Not 9 because it lines on the bottom, plus 3. 9, 10, 11, 12.
This one, it goes like just outside the edge and kind of skirts the side and off on the side. People go, oh, still some people clap. All right, Ayla.
Oh, he doesn't keep going?
No.
Turn-based. Alright. Saves him.
It's almost like you did it on purpose. And you're like,
bad.
goes off to the side. The whatever they're called, the hand here of the side of this competition is like, okay, once more. To the young man.
He's gonna do like
30 feet.
He's gonna do like a little spin with it. Like when he picks it up, he's gonna like kiss the hilt, you know?
For good luck.
Oh shit.
Nat 20?
Yeah, that was a nat 20.
Yeah.
I should kiss him each time. So that's a 23.
That goes straight into the center. You're like, ah! A couple of little kids like, ah!
I want it to like sink all the way to the hilt.
It
So
does.
when the guy
It
goes to get it,
does.
he's like, fuck.
All right,
And
Ayla.
then I'm gonna like do like a. Please be a nat 20.
19.
Oh, that was so close. You just meant if we did everything the same. Holy
19
crap.
plus.
No, that was a 19.
Oh,
So
total
instead of
19.
going through your dagger, it's just like stuck in the
Yeah.
And I got another one back for that.
You got
so-
one.
alright,
Yeah.
so
So no, you
we're
you
both
have
at 3
2,
again.
and yeah, you have 2.
Okay.
All right. So the guy runs out, grabs them, but like the next one is 50 feet. The lowest AC is a 16, and the highest is an 18 for this one. So those are what you gotta beat.
And yeah, but still within the. Dude, it's.
That's another nat 20.
Burning hot!
Whoa! All right.
Fire!
Okay,
So
so
another
you get to
23.
keep that dagger. So you still have 2.
3.
You
Oh,
lost the one from missing. So you
Yeah,
get to
and then
kind
I
of
gain another one back from the last
that's the
one.
one.
You
Yeah,
get
you
you
just
gain the
threw it.
one that you
Oh,
kind of
okay.
threw. Yeah.
Sorry. So I'm at 2.
You were at 2. You're at 2.
Okay.
Totally missed that one.
You let it loose, and it just kind of zips over the front. You hear, "Aye!" There's nobody else.
You just killed the greased pig.
Oh, got made a pig!
Everyone's like, "Oh," and the guy's like, "You can try one more time. See if you can get to the next one. We're at 50 feet for this young man." You only have the one dagger left.
I'm not saying what that was.
Is it a success or no?
No, it was a massive failure. My luck ran dry.
See, you left us on tenterhooks on that one.
Like, I kind of need to know. Yeah.
Too embarrassing to say.
The dagger goes like flying off into and
Get
like, the
another
guy
pig.
kind of like looks at you like, well, better luck next time. Continue on. The next one, 75 feet for this young man.
Disadvantage.
While he's throwing that, can I use a sleight of hand to take his spankerchief?
Spankerchief?
Yes,
Whatever
you
the hell it
can.
is.
You leave my
You
spankerchief
can
out of this.
roll. Yep, roll
Oh,
a sleight
wow.
of hand.
D20.
For that disappointing.
I would say you just need to beat a 13 because he's not paying attention.
So that is exactly a 13.
Oh shit.
Okay, meets it, beats it. so you now have Eldon's
You
orange.
hand me that.
Did
Actually,
I
no.
know?
Give me all that.
You did not notice. You did not notice.
I didn't notice.
Nope, you were like ready to lining up the shot, and now
Did you say you want to get?
you hear a,
I
little,
turn to you and I give a wink.
a bunch of little kids just like hee 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 kind of giggle.
I did it with my tail.
What did my Jalen used to say for some reason when she was a little kid? She used to say, "You sneaky snook." I don't know why,
I
but
think that's like a Dr. Seuss.
I don't know, but she would always say, "You sneaky little snook."
All right,
It's a
you have to beat it.
disadvantage.
18 or 20.
That one says 15. I should use a weapon. They're a lot easier to read. 19 plus 3. Sorry, yeah, I'm gonna use the
Nice.
gold one.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
I wanted
those
to-
dice are
Well, I like
It's like
the rainbow
they're
because
pretty,
there's
but
a,
it's like
but
you
they're
can't-
so
Yeah.
hard to read.
there's a thing. That's why I got the rainbow ones, like in the
He
future.
needs a jeweler's loop.
Yeah. But there's a reason why I wanted the rainbow ones. I just didn't know they were gonna be so damn hard to read.
So you, you beat that one and you kind of line it up, let loose, it flies across, shockingly, 75 feet, and hits right in the center. And everyone's like, "Ah!" clapping. All right, the next one's 100 feet.
Shit, I'm awesome. I don't know why I put it away. I still need that.
20 and 22.
Disadvantage. I still need that for the disadvantage. Yeah, I'll have to get another set that's more like this because these ones are too hard to read. That is a 7. No, this one's on top. That's a 9, so I have to take the lowest. Yeah, it's a 7 plus 3.
Okay. So dagger goes, it kind of like comes up short. It's just like across. You've got one dagger left.
Alright, 1 dagger left. He's gonna do the little spinny thing and kiss it again. Hopefully try to, Oh, another 7.
Okay.
So that's 13, 10 total.
All right, so the dagger goes flying again, kind of skids a little bit up short, and everyone's like, "Oh!" But still claps. And the guy at the booth here is like, "You still win a prize. Roll a d8."
He's like a prize? I didn't know there were prizes.
Yeah, prize.
This is
Once
training.
as long
I
as you
didn't
get
know. He
past
never
30
won a prize
feet.
before. That's right on the fucking edge. I'm gonna do this. 7.
All right, so you get handed this
Shit, I
like
should've
kind of
rolled that.
token. It is a, it's. I have a picture of it. It is a round token. Me.
It's the pizza guy.
A round token that kind of has like leaves along the sides, and then the Yamari mountain in the background, and it's just this token that he hands to you. It's the holy symbol of Yamari, and he hands it to you, and it's a silver, just made out of silver.
Thank you. He's gonna like.
Congratulations!
Hold it up to.
It's worth about like 5 silver pieces, but it's very, very nice.
She said it's like. I'll ask you again all like this stuff, but you said it was like a little token thing.
Yeah, it's a holy symbol of Yamari. All right.
Impressive skill. And as promised, I roll you a drink.
Thank you. Something with a lot less effect, maybe, than last night.
Of course, of your choice.
Thank you.
Iolite, what games would you want to play?
Well,
There's also the barrel run, which means that like you stand on a barrel and run and try to like run with it down and not fall off. The coin flip, which is where there's water in the center and you have to try to flip a coin and have it land in the center cup. 3-legged race.
You really are pushing that one.
What,
The
the
bottle
three-legged?
throwing.
If you guys did the 3-legged, if you two did the 3-legged race, you might have an advantage because of the tail.
There's a spin the wheel as well.
He's saying that out loud
Oh, okay.
to you.
I'm like trying to see how that makes sense.
and then with the pigs, you have to ride the pig.
Counterbalance.
No, the way the pig works is that there are 4 people in a pen with the pig, and you all have to try to grapple the pig for at least 12 seconds. But the other people are going to try to push you off. So somebody needs to like grab this pig. It gets easier over time because the grease starts to come off.
It's really just a fat dude greased up. They call him the pig.
Oink oink.
He's just, I'm the pig. Come and get me.
It's like shaved naked dwarf.
Or not. Oh.
Ayla, what would you think of me if I wanted to try the pig?
I would think it very amusing.
All right.
Does anyone else want to try to catch the greased pig?
I will cheer you from the side of the bed.
Okay.
All right. So, there are 4 other people in this with you. There's a couple of humans and a halfling. So I'm gonna have you roll initiative.
16.
Okay.
Getting good rolls. We're getting good rolls.
Okay, jinx it.
So they put you in this pen with these people, and they are
Take my
rolling
cloak off.
horribly.
Can you hold this for me? Thank you. I'm still like my nice.
Pigs
I've got my regular ones.
pigs rolled
in my
real
bag.
good.
The pig rolled real good.
What did you get?
16.
Okay. All right. So, everyone takes a turn trying to catch this pig. I'm actually going to say there's only 3 of them in there with you. So there's 1 human, the 3 of you. 1 human, a halfling, and yourself. And then there's the pig. So you have to try to grapple the pig. So you're all in this pen, and it's pretty small. Like, it's not a place, the pig isn't running around all over the place, but it is greased up, and you see how everybody's laughing. Ayla, you're on the side just kind of watching. The rest of you sitting there watching, and Ayla not wearing that pretty outfit that you just bought.
No?
Unless you want to be. I made an assumption.
No, I'm wearing my pretty outfit. I have my other stuff in my bag.
Okay.
But
In
yeah,
your
I'm wearing my pretty outfit. Yeah.
flowy outfit gets down, and actually
Just roll up
the
sleeves a little.
the
If they have
person in
sleeves.
charge is like, "Are you sure you want to wear? You're gonna get greasy."
I spit in my hands.
All right. Okay.
Eldon just got way more into this girl.
1 silver.
I'm oddly
to
aroused.
join in.
Okay.
Afraid to get
all right.
dirty.
So the
You said that like Zap Brannigan when you said that for some reason.
they say, "All right," and go, and everyone jumps in. I'm gonna have the
Get-
pig
get
actually
in
goes
there,
first,
grab
but
the
there's
pig.
nobody on the pig. So
I'll be aroused.
nobody's on the pig. So it's just like doing
How big is
pig
the pig?
noise. It's a full size pig. It's not a little piglet.
Yeah,
so
big
it's
ol' pig.
pretty. Yeah, it's a big old pig.
Big
All
old
greasy. I will have you actually go first, and you're gonna roll a strength and athletics check to try to grapple this pig.
Ooh, it was almost a 20. What was it? Athletics?
Yep.
15.
That you jump right onto it, and you're holding on. Actually, you have disadvantage. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Because it's really, really greasy for the first 3 rounds.
Oh. Then it's actually a 11.
Okay, so you jump on and you try to grab onto it, but it just kind of and squeals, and someone else comes up. You see the halfling jumps right in after you with an 18, grabs onto the
It's
pig.
not fair.
It's just kind of
Halflings
riding
couldn't even make all the
onto
way
it.
around.
This
The
means the next person to grab the pig is going to grab both of them.
human is going to try to knock the
I'm just thinking
the
of Tom Cruise
halfling
on
off.
it now. You're heading on
So
the
they are gonna roll. This is the human. Rolled an 18
the whole time, Eldon's like, go on.
and 14. Yeah, the human kind of knocks the halfling off of the pig, and then immediately gets a chance to try to grapple the pig right after, and does. So now the human is on it, but now it's the pig's turn. Oh, sorry, that was disadvantage. Nope, still did it. The pig is going to try to break the grapple, so it is going to roll. We're going to do green for the
I like to
pig.
think somewhere in a back alley there's an unsanctioned game of this, but it's like catch the wild boar.
They're gonna say there was
It
pig
cannot.
dealers or something like that.
So the
I got these
human,
pigs, man.
the human has the pig for 1 round.
While this is going on, could Eldon had noticed that his sash is gone, and he's just like, this bitch.
Yep.
Can he try to grab the sash?
Yeah.
Her sash?
Sleight of hand.
Can I?
No, you can't.
Well, I know that people are gonna try to take my shit, so
Let's see.
would I be extra
Of course, then I
aware
have to
of
go
it?
underneath the rail.
I will say that if you're like going to participate in this game and you're paying attention, then roll a perception.
Oh, shit. That's 15. That's like right on like the cusp of like, is that good or bad?
What the fuck?
I was gonna say, if they were if she was watching, she obviously...
So that was the one guess.
Yeah, you get
instantly.
are you trying to? What did you get? What did you roll?
Ask the one in the jail.
All right, I'm gonna say because you rolled a 15 and you rolled a 1, you get both of them.
Oh.
Zing, zing.
So now you have both. All right, round 2. Iolite, the human is on the pig. The human is on the pig. So you have to roll to try to get the human off.
I went to go look then and I'm like, it's like, no, get the...
So you're gonna roll athletics or acrobatics check against
You guys didn't
the human.
Is it
Just me and
Just you
disadvantage?
flirting back and forth.
No, we'll
Okay.
say
Enough
no
excitement.
for this part because you're trying to
Sure.
push that person
Nice.
off and
Okay.
they are
She's
slipping
not in
around.
the mood for games.
So you have to be
She's looking for heads.
You said what was sorry?
athletics or acrobatics.
You would have captured little Rx heart in the last campaign.
13.
All right, you knock the human off.
That
off
sucker.
to the side. Now you get to immediately try to grapple. Is at disadvantage because it's round 2. So you're trying to grapple the pig.
Come on, man. Come on, little guy.
See the halfling is like trying to
You
get
don't
up.
want to let them win. I'll get you out of here if you let me win. Oh, I got that one. It's my
Oh.
disadvantage.
Jail.
So
I have enough to start throwing
Yeah.
in jail.
the pig kind of like kicks you in the face. It's like off to the side, and you're just like, oh my god! All right, and the halfling like knocks
doesn't
you out
wanna
of
be
the
free.
way and is going to try to grapple the pig. And does not. Round 2.
She pulled
Nope.
from like the deck of critical fails. It's like the pig knocks
Oh,
some
and
teeth
a 2
out.
and a 1 for the human. You guys are just like slipping on each
Oh,
other.
that's
Like
terrible.
the pig is off to the side. It's all 3 of you actually. The halfling and the human both failed epically, a 2 and a 1. So
I like to come off
round
like the top
3.
rope.
This is the last round
Elbow
where it's
drop
at
the pig.
disadvantage.
With a folding chair.
Which is what I live. Oh yeah.
Is Kai doing anything or just?
Kai's trying to stay in the shade nursing his hangover right now.
Okay.
But he is eyeing the fortune teller's tent,
Okay.
thinking about it.
All right, round 3. So, Iolite, you see the other 2 are, well, the pig has just been like, nobody's on it, so,
Pig's winning.
so you are up. You
Alright.
can try to grapple. It's disadvantage, but this is the last time it's disadvantage.
Okay.
I need that pig noise again.
Like my crow noise.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, yeah, because that's what pigs do. They go blip blip.
Sound like a misfiring dirt bike.
Serious, you let me win. I will bust you out of here. No. Oh, I got a 20, but that's a 12. So it's
12.
Was it athletics,
Athletics.
or
Yes.
acrobatics or just athletics?
Just athletics for this. It's athletics or acrobatics.
13.
That's what you needed. So
Hey!
you jump on, grab onto it. The human, so the halfling's gonna try to bust. Oh, that's just a straight roll. Sorry. The halfling's gonna try to knock you off of there with a 5. Nope.
Nope.
The human is gonna try to knock you off of there.
You kicked them in the face.
I need you to roll a strength or acrobatics. The 5 I just assumed, but this is a 15.
Okay. 7.
Right. The human knocks you off, kicks your butt off to the side.
You can use.
Oh yeah, you can use it. It's
Your
fine,
thingy.
actually. If you wanted.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of want to. All right. So that means I have to be inspired in some way.
You just can.
You just hear Eldon, you can do it! Actually, it would probably be more fitting if Eldon did it.
You can just use it like you can just describe how you are doing it more better.
More betterer. So I'm trying to stay on the pig,
Yeah.
and he's trying to get me off the pig.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna flip on my back, so I'm like my back is on the pig, and I'm gonna use both my legs and kick him away.
Okay, roll again. You're rolling with advantage,
just-
so you get to roll one more time.
13.
Plus.
No, I got an 11.
Okay.
So
no.
then it's 13.
So it doesn't beat his 15.
Damn.
So you kind of do that, grabs your legs, and then rips you off of the pig, and then they're gonna get a chance to try to do it. No, they don't though. They miss it. All right. So this pig is still flying around. Now you can roll. We're on round 4, so you can roll, but no disadvantages.
Okay.
This pig is gonna die of heart failure.
Yeah.
Running around like this.
It's just athletics for this one.
Yes.
15.
All right. Jump on that pig.
Jump on it.
Just
jump,
me and you,
jump on
me and
it.
you, pal.
All right. The halfling is gonna try to get you off of there. Oh yeah, they do. The 19. Well, you can roll.
No.
Athletics or acrobatics.
No.
And then immediately try to grapple this pig. And freaking don't, this pig.
Okay. Hoping I didn't
He's a
mislead
sneaky
the
snake.
pig.
The human is gonna try a natural 20.
Oh,
Jumps on this pig.
choked it out.
And is able to hold on. So now it's your turn. No, it's the pig's turn. The pig hasn't had a turn.
The pig
is gonna
gets
attempt
turns?
To break,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's gonna attempt to break the grapple of 15 versus 15. Nope. So whatever the state of affairs is, if it's a match, it stays. So the pig is still grappled by the human. All right, your turn.
This guy's gonna slap a rear naked on the choke and choke it
No, I got a 9.
All right, you try to like push the. Actually, no, it's a contested because you're trying to push the human.
Oh.
So let me see. Got a 5. So you get to roll to try to grapple the pig. There's only. I'm gonna say there's only one round left.
19.
19. You grab onto the pig. The halfling is gonna try to push you off.
buddy.
That's an 8 versus. You get to roll to try to stay on.
Plus my athletics would be 8.
All right, they are not able to push you off. However it is how it stays. All right, and then the human's gonna try to push you off. That's a 2.
That's a 5.
All right. All right, if you can stay on this one round, then we've got, this is the end. Either way. It's either nobody wins or you're on it. So, the pig is trying to get you off of it. That was a 13.
A 7.
Okay. The pig knocks you off of it. The human is going to try for a natural 1. The halfling is going to try for a 2.
Oh my god.
And at the end of this, the like pig wrangler is like, okay, everybody, you guys are like all
We're all
trying.
crying.
And they're like, Slappy wins. And
Slappy the pig.
Slappy the pig. Slappy wins. Everybody get out. You're stressing him out.
It stands up like something cigar.
Like this was a rough day.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
So you come out of the pen covered in grease and like some mud and whatever's on the bottom of a pig's feet, and in your kind of really pretty outfit that you bought just yesterday.
Well, I think I'm gonna go change.
You did very good.
Thanks.
That was
Are you
awesome.
taller than or shorter than me?
Shorter. Well, I'm 5'2".
Okay, so you're a little slightly shorter. So I just go, that was a good valiant try. Just.
Thanks.
Like I went to hug, but then just kind of like
Yeah.
No.
I'm like, that's good enough for me.
Like didn't want to get it on my clothes.
Like I impressed her. Oh my god, is there somewhere I can go change?
Well, you are fairly. You could always walk back to the Smiling Eyes. It's kind of, everything's within walking distance there. Anyone else doing? We got pie eating contest. We've got the apple bopping. We've got bottle throwing, or you can go to the hot springs.
Bottle throwing? What's bottle throwing?
Bottle throwing is
Throwing things at bottles, or are you throwing bottles at things?
You get a single wooden ball. You go over to that stall and you see these like bottles that are stacked up, and you are trying to knock over as many as you can in a single throw. So you would.
Does anybody want to throw bottles? Throw bottles with me? Anybody?
Knock yourself out.
I'll try it. I'm just riding it. I'm still covered in grease. Like, I haven't changed.
Oh, I was like, that was a quick change.
No. I figure, wait till after, I guess.
All right, let's do it.
All right,
Yeah.
it's 2
I'm
copper.
assuming at this point I would notice my satchel missing. Not satchel. Sash.
Yeah,
Sachet.
if you look over.
Eldon will pay for himself and for.
Okay, 4 copper then, and you'll see. Yes, you see your sash and everything over there.
He's just gonna go.
As a matter of fact. Oh yeah. As you're like paying, you notice like somebody tries to walk by and snatch one of the things, and you're like, ah, and like hold on to it.
Pull my butt in. Like, no, I don't think so.
And you see this like maybe middle-aged like halfling guy, and he's just like, ah.
I always got you.
I want to try to snatch a stranger's.
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
18.
Nice.
13. Yeah.
Even
you
better.
have a sash. There you go.
Thank you.
Got one.
Got it back.
All right. So you are given a single wooden ball. Both of you are handed a wooden ball, and you make an improvised weapon attack. So, you will roll to hit. It's gonna be.
Improvised weapons is just straight roll, isn't it? Or is that plus your?
Unless you have the feat,
Yeah, it's
you
just
don't get to add your.
it's just-
Yeah, unless you.
It's just a straight roll.
It's not
just
any
your
proficiency.
if it's a throw, you just add your dex.
You want to go first?
Sure. I'm like looking at my hands are really greasy.
Greasy
And
hands.
like looking around. Is there anyone like near me?
Kai sees you like looking all greasy, and he prestidigitation and cleans your whole new outfit.
Yay!
Thank you.
It's like,
First nice thing you've ever done.
Eldon is gonna like stare hard at Patty, only because he's been walking around in this squelchy boots this entire fucking time, and probably Kethra because you said you're like a
I'm
drowned
drenched,
rat.
and you're just kind of like, this is the nicest thing you've ever done.
I wish I had that ability.
I think it's
Like-
the only
that's a
nice
good
thing
one.
he's done.
Like I have it, it's just I just don't have it prepared.
Oh, I got a 6.
okay. You just kind of like.
I got 16.
Okay. So your ball goes whoop over the top there.
He cleaned your clothes, but not your hands.
No,
So you still got
Slappy!
greasy hands.
Just coming.
So you're gonna roll. So the ball hits. Roll a d4, and then you get to add either your strength or your dex modifier.
Dex.
It's doing it again. That's so weird.
I feel it's always around the same time too.
The D4s are going to be an issue, I think.
Do you want to just?
Oh, it's 1. That's a 4 total.
It's here.
I know, but it's probably outside.
I would have grabbed it. I thought that was inside the house for some reason. I would have grabbed it since I'm right here.
Let's see.
There's
Sorry, what was it? A
raccoons.
4?
A 4 total. I rolled a 1 on the D4.
All right. So you kind of like you make a direct hit, and you hit one of the bottles, but it's kind of weighted, and it just kind of wobbles in place, and then it rights itself and doesn't fall over.
They cheated.
It was a good try.
Yeah, it's still out there.
Oh, very close. You want to try again? Another 2 copper to try again.
Do you want to try again?
Oh my god, this is killing me.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to try? I'll pay for you this time.
Oh, thank you.
All right, you get to roll and add your dex.
With
We got our dex this time?
yeah, last time we didn't. It
We
was just a
did
straight roll.
last time.
You said it was an improvised weapon attack last time.
Right, wouldn't that be your
You
dex?
still add your dex. You just don't add your proficiency.
Oh, okay.
I still would. I had a 6, so I still wouldn't
I
matter.
would have rolled a 19 in that case.
Okay.
I thought it was no modifier, like no, you know what I mean? I thought it was a 12. That's 17 plus 3 for 20. Dirty 20. And then it's a d4.
All right, roll a d4. So you hit another solid hit, but these are weighted milk bottles.
Yeah.
So
It's weird. Some of the days roll fine in here, but some of them roll better on like the flat. It's a 3 plus, what do I add? My dex
your
again?
dex or your strength.
My
whichever
dex
one.
or my strength, so that's 6 total.
6. This time you knock it down, and one of them falls over, just one on the top. And the guy's like, yeah, good job. And people are like, woo. You get to choose a prize. Roll a d8. Or you don't get to choose it. Here's a prize. Roll a d8.
It's a 5.
You know what's really weird is I've been looking at them, and then you roll the thing that I'm staring at in that moment. He reaches over and pulls out a little candle, and it's a little candle in the shape of a wolf, and he just hands it over to you. Congratulations!
And is there people around?
Yeah, there's it's super busy.
He's gonna like do the same thing he did with the other thing. He's gonna like hold it up. Like, yeah. He's not used to winning prizes. He doesn't know them.
Yeah.
So, and then he's gonna ask if I what's it?
Oh, I gotta do mine. I
Oh,
rolled a
I didn't
I rolled a
realize-
15.
Sorry. I didn't
Okay,
realize
yeah, that
No,
hits.
that's on
Hit.
brand. Would you like
Roll
my?
a
I'm not done
D4.
yet. Okay.
My bad.
A d4 plus your dex or strength, whichever one you want. Eldon, you
Forgot to take
look
them
down and one of your sashes is gone. One of them.
Just from somebody.
Yeah, you just look
Oh.
around and you're like,
Oh man. Going away.
Sorry, it was the D4
Oh.
plus
plus your strength.
Wait, was it you that took it, or was it just a random
No, it's
person?
gone.
4.
4 total.
Mhm.
You strike it, and just like with Eldon the first time, you see it wobble, and everyone's like, "Oh!" And even the stall keeper, I don't know what to call these people.
Carnies or Barkers.
Barker.
Right up. Yeah, come on. Throw some
It's
balls
like,
of balls.
everyone's like, and then just stays straight up.
I wish I had gust. I thought about it. And
Knock
I
him
didn't
off.
take that one.
Knock in the whole stall.
Uh-huh.
I
Alright.
think you did
You want
really,
to try
really good.
again? Try again. Only 2 copper. Try again.
I think I'm good, thanks.
All right. You could win a lovely prize like your friend here.
He's actually. Well, do you want the lovely prize? It's a little wolf candle.
Sure.
I don't need a candle.
Win another one. 2 copper.
Nope.
2 copper.
I think you were all set. I think he's just gonna like hold it.
Pulls open the curtains like 500.
It's all halflings holding up the bottles. I mean, you don't have to take it. It's.
Oh, no, I'll take it.
I just don't.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You have a wolf candle.
Sweet.
It's a cursed item. You light it and it brings werewolves. I'm like, oh no.
All right, Kai. You've been eyeing that fortune teller's booth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you head over to this booth. It's actually not a booth. It's a tent. And push open the curtain, and inside you see what you would expect. Just a lot of vibrant colors. There's herbs hanging from the ceiling. There's little trinkets. There's bells. There's like all kinds of stuff in here. And sitting at the table, you see a tiefling, a male tiefling. He's got this lavender, like beautiful lavender skin. His horns kind of come out from the side and go up into a point, kind of almost facing back. And you do see that the left horn is cut. And on the top of it, almost like capping it, is a silver, like melted silver. And it looks like somebody melted the silver, and like you can see the drops of like where it kind of is coming down. And just young, handsome looking. He's got this like collar that sticks out a little bit. These like this white high collared shirt, and then this little like purple. He's just like, he's really leaning into the lavender and purple, and dark black hair that's all curly and up. And as you step in, you hear him say, "Welcome. Please sit down."
We are outside the tent, presumably.
If you want to join, you can come in. There's room enough for more than one person, so it's big enough for several people.
Would Kai have tried to do that by himself, kind of like, not sneaky isn't the word, but like would he have tried to split off by himself and try to do it
No,
alone?
he just wasn't announcing that he was going to the thing, but as we started to move, he just walked there. He's not asking permission or if anyone wants to go with him. He's just...
Eldon probably wouldn't have gone in.
So are
Did
we
you go
just
in?
are we just all watching him walk off?
Well, I mean, he
Are you
watched us
going
play
in?
games.
It's up to
Yeah.
you. Are you going in?
I'll go in and creep.
Should we?
It's like King Richard's Fair.
Okay.
Everyone doesn't always go into every shop, but you kind of congregate in like a little group.
Eldon's just gonna be very like protective of his sash. Try to snatch all the sashes as they go.
Do I know this fortune teller?
You don't recognize this fortune teller's tent. Are you going in?
Not if those two aren't going with him.
Those two. If both Ketra's
Kethra's
going
gone.
in. Eldon
Me
is
and Nix
not.
will be nosy.
I'm wherever you are.
Very well. I do not know this one.
You going in?
Yeah.
Okay. So the four of you go in. Eldon just standing out there like. There's one sad.
Totally tracks.
It's almost like a dog, like he's spinning, so he sees the sash, doesn't realize it's his own
Gonna
sash.
get you. Gonna get you.
Um,
So I don't. He's not from my.
Nope.
Oh.
Stepping in, when you step in, you do see the like fairly common reaction that that tieflings have with each other, being so rare nowadays. Not rare here necessarily, but rare nowadays. Just a bright smile as you come in, and just a welcome. Please, are you all together?
Yes.
Yes, we know each other.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Please sit down, and there's plenty of seats. And you, being a tiefling and from Yamari, you recognize the horn and what it symbolizes.
Which is.
We spoke about it.
Did you send me?
We had a conversation. About it.
How long ago?
Not that long ago. Okay, so
It was this morning.
I sent it to you, and you were like, "Oh, that sounds brutal."
Oh yeah. Let me look that up again.
Okay. Dealing with folks.
I had so
My
much
world,
to keep
my
track
beautiful,
of.
beautiful world. Okay,
So you went in.
so you're the
Everyone
only
but
one
you.
who stayed out, unless you decide. Like
Well,
everyone else.
if Eldon saw everybody else go in, he'd
Okay.
probably do that, like, kick the dirt. Oh, okay. Like if everybody else went in.
Okay.
Bored.
Like, just, I didn't know everybody was gonna go.
Everyone else goes in. Eldon, like you step in, and you're like, grab your sash, and head inside. And
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. So you see the lavender skinned tiefling and he just gestures for you to sit, and then just I assume you kind of sit down in the front.
Yeah, Kyle sit down right in the center.
Okay. And there's just a simple table, no like crystal ball type thing. This is more cards. So the tiefling looks at you and says, "My name is Thrill. And what is your name?
Spelled like thriller.
Yeah.
Kai.
Kai. Great to meet you. How can I help you?
Like my gods, right? See what maybe my future holds.
Well, we can definitely take a look. We can see more immediate future. What will happen a bit after that, and then what the outcome will be. Anything in particular that you would like to know? Think about it in your own mind. It's going to be 2 gold. Just kind of
Pushes it across the table. Real loud and slow.
takes it and drops it into this little, you can hear clink clink as it drops into this little cup that he has by his. Let's look at the immediate future, shall we?
Last
Roll
time
me.
she did this, she made us all leave the room.
That's because I created them beforehand. Roll me a D100. And you can do that 3 times.
Let's see, 84.
Okay.
23. And 24.
Okay. So, 84. You see the tiefling takes a card and flips it over, and what you see are Ina and Yol, and in the setting suns, it says like the setting suns on it, and they're setting. And he says, this is in your immediate future. Hard work will yield great benefits.
In bed.
He turns over another card and places it, like these 3 cards are going to be next to each other, and it is an illustration of a jester, like in a funny pose. He says, despite this hard work, you will be made a laughingstock. Everyone will see your failure. It will be quite public. And then he turns over another card, and it's a card of a, it says the Virgin on it. And it's just a child, basically. And he says, despite your hard work, and although you will unfortunately be made a laughingstock, there will be an innocent person involved. Someone who doesn't choose to be part of this, but unfortunately is. Roll another 3.
46.
46.
46. 11. 94.
All right, in the mid-near future. Flips over a card and you see an illustration of ravens. The ravens.
Kai actively, swallows.
This card symbolizes the aftermath of a tragedy. This is the future, not your past. He flips over another card, and you see a queen, all in black, and it says the Onyx Queen. There will be a woman whose first impression of you will matter. You should take heed to make sure it is the one that you want to present. And the outcome. The outcome of this, he flips over and there is an illustration of a dragon. The dragon symbolizes death or glory. Either one could come from your interaction in the aftermath of whatever this tragedy is. I'll have you roll 3 more times. For the outcome, for the conclusion of the cycle of events.
14. 19. 58.
That last second, a bit more pat.
I mean, can you really see the kid playing like a happy-go-lucky halfling or something like that? Like, I've known this kid 20
I
years.
mean, if these are
It's not gonna happen.
if these are random rolls, it's like they
I know.
rolled perfectly.
He flips over the first coin for the conclusion, and it is a queen, but this time of ice, just all white and blues. It says the Frost Queen. You will lose the favor of someone powerful. Someone that you look up to. Perhaps not personally, but their favor will be taken from you. You will meet an ambitious man. And you must be careful. For in the end, your misdeeds will bind you to your partners in crime. And he kind of like looks around at all of you, not judging, just looking.
We're all friends now.
And he again shows you the cards. The setting suns,
Should have busted up the actual tarot deck.
the jester, and the virgin. The ravens, the onyx queen, and the dragon. And then in the future, the far future, the outcome, the conclusion is the frost queen, the conqueror. I did not actually say what it was. And the manticore is the final one. These are always just possibilities. But I can see on your face that it speaks to you.
Aye, some things ring bells.
Just keep it in mind on your journeys. Anyone else?
No. My destiny is my own. I do not need it created for me.
I agree. These cards do no such thing. They simply give you a hint as to possibilities that could come.
Feel free. It is not for me. But I will support you. I toss you 2 gold anyways. And then...
While the fortune teller is talking to the other people, Kai just wants to cast detect magic and look around.
Okay. So you cast detect magic. There's nothing, like little things kind of light up throughout the entire, all of what you would expect to see for like mundane kind of trinkets everywhere. And you do see something light up on like the chest that seems to be probably underneath the clothes. Nothing of high magical aura.
You should visit the village of Summerland before you depart. You'll find support there.
Thank you.
Looking at his horn.
I may do just that. I've heard wonderful things. Haven't made my way there quite yet.
Oh, it is welcoming to us. And even those of us who do not reside here.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Eldon's gonna look at the cards.
When did you come in the tent?
I wasn't in the tent. I came in after.
Oh, I thought you were still like
No, I did like the
outside
kick
the
the dirt.
tent.
Like, I don't
Like,
No,
go,
he
like,
came in.
No, like he doesn't want to be bored, and he came in following everybody else out. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna look at the cards, at the what I'm imagining to be an absolutely dour expression on poor Kai's face. Look back at the cards and go, "No, thank you. I'm all set."
I've had enough surprises for today. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you for your patronage. I'm here all 3 days.
Thank you.
Good luck, all of you.
Great success to you in your endeavor.
Thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't think I want to know.
Kai doesn't wait, he just stands up and walks out of the tent.
That's right on brand.
All right.
Look
As
around the place one more time and just do a nod
he
and
nods.
walk out.
Eldon will follow everybody else once everybody leaves.
Okay. So you step outside of the tent, back out into. It was like kind of a little bit cool in there, not like air conditioning cool, but a little bit cooler than being outside. Like when you open the tent, there's a noticeable difference in the temperature. That gives you a feeling of like there was something going on in there to make it just comfortable enough for everyone. So you step out onto the street. It is busy. Any other?
Is there any ice cream carts around?
There is the Wildflower ice
Is there any
cream.
wild? I was gonna
Yes.
ask about that.
That's the
Wildflower.
specialty here on Yamari. There's different flavors of the wildflower ice cream, but yes, there definitely is.
Ayla would be kind of lost in thought and not overly paying attention to things.
Okay. You don't have a sash anymore, do you?
Well, it's still there unless you tell me otherwise.
Can I try to
Well,
grab
I
his
couldn't
sash?
see if you had it or not. Your passive is an 11, right?
Yeah, no, 12.
12? Your sash is gone. Lost
You
in
know,
thought, you look and
We come out of the, thank you. We come out of there and I'm just like,
Sashes suddenly don't seem so important.
there's wildflower ice cream. There's candied nuts. So many nuts. That's a lot of nuts.
and how is this episode now called? These
Come over here and try these nuts. Got these nuts. These nuts are for everybody.
King's Nuts at King's Fair are one of my favorite things.
Pretty good.
I love those.
There is the booth that sells potions of thirst quenching, which is water, but you need some. There's carriage rides to Yamari Hot Springs. There are festival foods, fried octopus balls. There's wild boar and wild chicken. At one point, you do see in one of the stalls, you see, I think I called her, she's introduced herself to Kaylin, the hunter, the half-elf hunter with the kind of pixie cut reddish hair, is in one of the stalls selling wild boar on a stick. And wild chicken on a stick too. And there's roasted wildflowers. It's kind of, yeah.
Definitely gonna get the wildflower ice cream.
Okay. It is really, really good. 2 copper for just the one. It
Does
has.
anybody else want?
It's almost like a
ice cream?
creamy flavor with this like very light hint. Depending on which flower you get, there's like a lemony type flower. Very, very creamy with the aftertaste that comes of like the lemon or like the rose kind of, or more citrusy kind of flavors.
It's gonna get like a flight of the different ones.
It'll probably be about a silver to get all of them.
That's fine by him. He's got a big smile.
He's just sitting there, you know,
Just happy to be here.
He'll talk. He'll chatter away about how where he's from in the mountains. There's the closest they have ice cream, but it's not really. It's like mountain
Like
snow.
Italian ice.
No, it's mountain snow mixed with like oxen milk churned up, and like that's a frozen dessert. That's like a real treat. So this is like blows everything he's ever had out of the water as far as that goes. It doesn't even matter if he's at the back. If everybody's walking in line, he's at the
He's
back
still
of the line.
talking.
He's just talking about home, eating his ice cream. He'll even offer, like, does anybody want to try
I can
this?
think of his
Nick's took you up on the offer.
shrimp.
The cat was like, yes,
cocktail
thank you.
shrimp jumbo.
Yeah, goat ice cream, oxen ice cream.
That's
Jack
just
ice cream.
about. That's just about all.
Kethra, make a perception check.
That is this again?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. 16. I don't think I have anything for that. No, 16 plus 3, 19.
19. About like midway through the first day, you do catch a glimpse of Felicia, who not really paying attention to you, but like does kind of see you at one point, and then just a smile off, and and then just walks away, going off to go has a little ice cream in her hand. Heads
Yeah,
off.
Nick's call her a bastard in my head. Bastard.
All right.
Can I have a little spoon so I can feed Nick's ice cream?
It comes with the little spoons.
Well, I mean,
so,
he's
yeah.
gonna have. He's not like when the kid has a dog and and then they go back to eating. I can't. But he'll eat with
That's
2
where
spoons.
you draw the line.
But he'll have 2 spoons, and he'll like. He's like
Nick's just looking at you like, just
he's never had a
preferred
fat.
bread, but it's
He doesn't-
okay. Prefers bread. But
I think
take ice cream.
I picture you guys like walking and you're behind, and the cat's on the back.
Cat's in the back, like,
That's perfect. Yeah. Just shoveling ice cream into his face. Oh, he's gonna be a little chunk by the time.
His favorite food is bread, so yes.
All right, so we'll say that day number 1. I mean, this is 3 days of stuff. So day number 1, you all make your way, you play, trying to catch the greased pig. You get your fortune told, and at the end of the day, you know that the event is Winkara Wick Loop boxing contest. So, as everyone starts to convene, the sun has gone down, and there are lights that are set up around the slab. The boxing is not going to take place on the slab. That would be very bad. But it is next to the slab. And you see Adrio up there introducing folks, and you see little Winkara Wickloop with the biggest smile that you've seen so far. Just standing there, like boxing gloves up, only about like 3.5, not even 3.5 feet tall, just like, and people are cheering. And the, Adrio introduces, let me get to my Winkara Wick Loop area. Adrio stands there and says, okay, for this evening, we have the fabulous, the fantastic Winkara Wickloop, hailing from Kalia and here to knock our socks off. And the 3 contestants going up against Winkara, we have... Where are the 3 that I wrote their names down?
A 3-on-1 boxing
Snap,
match.
crackle, and pop.
Punchin, Pastrin, Amleti, and you see that rabbit folk like jumps up onto the slab next to them and is like doing this.
Rap punches.
Hailing from Lindumia, and people are like, woo!
Just imagine Bugs Bunny with boxing gloves.
So, yeah, me too. But I was thinking like old, like 1930s Bugs Bunny when he was like really annoying and had that laugh.
You mean
We've got-
racist Bugs Bunny?
I mean,
Jesus Christ.
Bugs Bunny
Max.
was racist until the 90s, my friend.
Max Rumble Gold, and you see this human come up, and there's a human also from Kalia, and they're like, yeah, there was, clapping, and then you see, and then Adrio just goes, and a special guest, Garzunk the Bone Crusher, hailing from Posia, and this large, like almost 7.5 foot tall orc just steps up onto the slab, and you see this like little gnome and this huge orc standing next to each other on the slab, and everyone's like, oh, like clapping. And Adrio says, this is going to be quite the event. Winkara will fight all 3. Not all at once, in a row. And Winkara's like, oh, like kind of, and then he steps down, or Adrio steps down, brings Winkara with you, and the other 3 come down, and there's like a ring kind of set up off the slab on the greenery area, and everyone starts gathering around to get ready for the boxing match. And that's
7
Winkara-
foot. Oh, orc. This orc is gonna get Haidokened in those nuts.
Well, no, if Winkloop is secretly a 17 player, like, level player.
I'm picturing some Pulp Fiction. Like someone's getting paid to throw this, and they're not gonna throw it, and they're gonna have like mob problems.
Going through his mind is the memory of the 2 times that we saw. Well, the one time we all saw, I want to say that's 3.
Yeah.
When Car was crying, running, and then the second time.
when you and Kethra,
Kethra saw.
Yeah, Kethra saw as well. And yeah, you kind of are on the edge, and Winkara walks right by you. Doesn't really like pay attention to you or acknowledge you specifically, but it's just kind of like, yeah, like as they head into the ring.
Does Winkar have any sashes?
Not right now, not for the fight.
That's all the boxing shorts are. It's like 20 different sashes of different colors.
Just repeatedly just.
Is there anyone in the crowd that I can take a sash from?
Oh yeah, there's a ton of people you can take. Roll a sleight of hand.
Do they have a sponsor like on their butt, like in boxing?
They only have the Callian flag.
Oh, that was not one. I got caught on the first one then.
You go to like you see like a little kid that's got like 6 of them, and you're like, ah, easy. And then you go to like take it, and they turn and they're like,
It bit me.
The character turned into fucking Forrest Gump. I'd like, as the match goes on, I'll probably try.
oh, we're gonna roll the match. You guys are gonna be the fighters.
Oh damn.